here we go. 2021. Yeah, maybe it's a 2022. I don't know. Harley Davidson Sport Glide. Softail Sport Glide. Ugh, of course I kicked the bag. Alright. Jeez. That's the 107. So I have a 107 on my Slim, so I'm familiar with the feel of that motor, but we got a different riding position here. And you know, seat, handlebars, foot controls are forward. It's a little wacky for me, but being that I am 5'5", those of you that are new to the channel, AZ Triumphster, welcome. Those of you that have been here before, welcome back. Yeah, so I'm a short guy, 5'5". Right now my heels are not down, but I've got the ball of my foot down pretty good. Doesn't feel too much of an intimidating weight or anything like that. Feels pretty good. Oh yeah, this needs a clutch adjustment for sure. Good luck finding neutral. There we go. Definitely set up for a heavier gentleman. Not really doing much to the suspension, but I'm sure you guys know this has got inverted forks, single front disc, single front brake. Oh yeah, that needs a clutch adjustment. Okay, of course I went for floorboards there, so getting used to this. Yeah, I'm definitely perched up a little bit higher. I mean, that was obvious with the fact that my heels aren't down, but just riding, you know, with the lower bars and the, you know, rolling around through the parking lot here, it absolutely is taller for the rider. Here we go. Very confident handling, low speed. Wow, I forgot what it was like to have stock mufflers. It's weird. So, I better put on my signal, right? Completely ignored that stop sign. Well, I gotta say, I was, you know, okay, let's date this back to, we'll say 2010, when I had my first Harley, which was a Sportster 48. Now, keeping in mind I'm a short guy, and the 48 has forward controls, I felt like I was just constantly overreaching, trying to keep my feet on the pegs and reach the shifter and the brake. This has forwards. Now, aside from the fact that I would probably put maybe some mini boards on it, this is it's smooth. So as far as resonation, you know, through the foot pegs, and it's not really that bad. Plus, I don't feel like I'm overreaching. I mean, taller bars for sure. That would be a definite. I'm going through some modes here. There's my RPM. Cool. Alright. Yeah, about 2,300 RPMs in third gear. It's very smooth. I mean, I'm sure the windshield's gonna I'm gonna, you know, experience some differences there with having like an open front end like I do on my Slim. But yeah, it's really smooth. Both in the obviously in the throttle, and that's, you know, I was stock mufflers, right? But just in how it rolls, I think it's got a little bit more. I don't know if it has more rake and therefore a little bit longer wheelbase, but it seems to It seems to be more stable. It's very good looking bike. I dig it. Yeah. Yeah, I suppose if you think about it, my Slim has boards, but they're in the same mounting position, so, you know, it's no surprise, I guess, then that I can reach just fine with these pegs. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Well, I could say, you know, when it comes to touring, we'll say, just for maybe lack of a better term, and you're a shorter guy and you don't want to go with, you know, road glide or street glide, or even a Road King for that matter, and you're looking at the Softail line, you've got, I think, a couple options that just come factory equipped to accommodate some of the more, you know, touring needs, you know, i.e. bags and, I don't know if we'll call this a windshield, but we'll call it a fairing, you know, and then obviously the Heritage having bags and a windshield. I'd say this is a pretty good start. You're definitely going to need more windshield or more fairing on this thing, but its layout is you know, as far as the suspension and the bags and its, you know, the width of the tires, and it's pretty solid. It's pretty sturdy. I'm hoping we get to do something other than just surface streets at the speed limit here. Yeah, this is I mean, I might even consider, if I had this bike, either changing the seat to something a little more aggressive, or maybe just something that's cut a little bit lower, because I do very much feel like I'm sitting very, like, on top, up high on top of the bike. I'm sure that that's, you know, helping out handling a little bit, getting the weight up higher. But, you know, it would lend a little bit more footing when I'm stopped, and and probably that might help with the reach to the controls, the foot controls maybe. But yeah, this is nice. Aesthetically, I just never really had an interest in the Sport Glide, just because I'm not at the point where I'm wanting something that's geared more towards touring, you know, with the shielded fairing and the bags. But getting on some of these other Harleys, you know, like the Heritage, like and then even some of the other ones like the Fat Boy and stuff like that, I've just been more and more interested in trying each one out and seeing what each one had to offer. I mean, it's good, it's food for thought, right? Because, I mean, let's face it, as motorcyclists, are we ever not in the market, right? Like, we might say, oh, I'm not, you know, tell a sales guy I'm not in the market, or I'm not going to buy again for however long or whatever. But we're always looking. Always looking. So, it's good for me to know what some of the options are. So this is a cool bike. I'll say it, you know. I'm a little, it's kind of a head scratcher, right? If you've got the Lowrider S, that's got the, you know, inverted front forks, I'm pretty sure the Fat Bob has the inverted front forks. The thing is, though, if you're gonna do it right, and it's called a Sport Glide, right, why not put the dual front brakes on it? It makes sense to me. If you're gonna gear it towards performance, towards sport touring, if you will, put the other brake on it. So, but I wouldn't necessarily put that in the, pros versus cons. I wouldn't put that in the con list. I mean, it's got plenty of bite on those brakes. Plenty. This is a route we've never taken before with Arrowhead Harley demos. Very confident right hand, low speed right hand turn there. That was good. That was good. Nice smooth acceleration. It feels very solid. Doesn't feel clunky. Doesn't feel loose. Just feels very, very solid. Very put together well, if you will. Yeah, there's got forward foot pegs here, and since mentioning them earlier, I hadn't really thought twice about them, so that's a good sign for us shorter folks. That's good. It's to me, because again, dating this back to 2010 Sportster 48, it would seem, the Sportster hasn't changed, although I'm sure that bike is due for an update within the next few years. But aside from that, it would seem as though the ergonomics have developed better over the last 10 years. No freeway today, guys. Sorry. It's funny, I have no desire to just crack the throttle wide open, because to me it's like, still it's going to accelerate, quick, and you feel the torque and yada yada yada, but it's less exhilarating when you don't have aftermarket mufflers. It just whistles louder, that's all. So, you guys know I work for Dean Speed Customs. As it currently stands, I'm the office manager, but we're looking to kind of develop that role more into a sales manager here as we grow. But okay, getting over. Okay. Anyways, been about a month now or so. We have got a new location. We're at 1 West Deer Valley Road in Phoenix, Arizona, Suite 109. It's pretty cool. We got our sign up on the building, and got our lobby coming together, and just cranking out orders as best we can. We're definitely busy, definitely slammed, but it's really exciting because we're developing some stuff for the Softail. We've got our current parts already is the usual handlebars, sissy bar, mufflers, and then we've got a full system exhaust and highway bars, and we just now released the rear sliders, which, as I see it so far, you can run pretty much any exhaust with those, and we went out of our way to make them easy to install too. You don't have to take off your exhaust to install those, so check them out if you have a Softail. We make parts for other bikes too, so you guys should stop by deanspeed.com. And but if you're in the area, local, or you're passing through, stop by, guys. It's really cool that we have this shop, and we're doing our thing, and just kind of loving every minute of it. It's stressful as hell with how busy we are, but it's a good stress, stress that's like drives us to fulfill these orders as quickly as possible and help folks out getting the parts they want for their motorcycles. So yeah. But anyways, enough about Dean Speed. Back to the ride at hand. Yeah, so Sport Glide, I'd say it's on the list of potentials. I mean, I could see it. I mean, there's a number of other bikes I'm, looking at and interested in, and may have it one day or another. I mean, for example, the Fat Bob, I think it'd just be so cool to put mids on it and a 2-in-1 and some like T-bars and like a little maybe like just a circular headlight with a headlight cowl, or keep the current headlight and do like a little fairing. I don't know why I'm obsessed with it, but I think it would be so cool in a 114, of course, and just do some cool stuff to it and ride the shit out of it. But who knows? I mean, that's a bit of a taller bike, and I really like being able to put my feet down either flat or almost flat. So, who knows? Alright guys, well, almost back. Thanks for hanging out. Hope this was insightful. At least a little. So, go ahead and like the video. I don't know what's next. Don't know what's around the corner. I'm working on my 79 KZ, so maybe something there. It is coming into riding season, and probably bike week here soon, so there's got to be something more. So you probably want to subscribe so you can get notified, or at least keep tabs on what's going on the channel and what I'm covering next. So, but yeah. So that's it, guys. As always, stay safe out there.